Welcome to this discussion. Music choice is very intentional. So, seen any good directs lately? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because, there is one thing that I predicted yesterday that was totally accurate. I didn't get all my predictions right, but I got a couple right. The first being that people would be disappointed. So that's the beginning of it. However, there are some people that seem to be happy about it, and I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I actually enjoyed some of the direct. Now, anyway, I want to first welcome you all to the stream. I didn't say that yet. Thank you for joining. Before I play the demos and stuff that were released, I'd like to discuss the direct as a whole. And I couldn't react to it live. I had some music stuff, some band practice, and so I ended up watching it like a little bit while I was there, and then the rest when I got home. And my thoughts on the direct were more positive than negative, and we'll talk about that. So we got a lot of announcements. I mean, the main announcement is Super Mario Maker 2. I'm really happy about that. I thought it was going to be, like, I called it, I wanted it, but I didn't think it was actually going to happen. Mario Maker 2, you know, we can look at some of the footage. I'm going to keep the volume really low. And Mr. Koizumi did a good presentation. And, you know, we got slopes now. Different enemy types. We got Mario 3D World in 2D. And the actual environments look 3D. And Mario Maker, that wasn't the case. So this is probably my favorite announcement. Because I had a lot of fun with Mario Maker. And this more or less invalidates my need to own a Wii U at this point. So it's great. It's just more stuff. If you have a sharp eye, you'll notice, you know, the differences between this and Mario Maker 1. You know, you got same screen pipes. You got these bells here. You got snake blocks, enemies on parachutes, those things, the piranha plants that move. Look at this stuff. Clear pipes. Look at the 3D. So the levels actually look 3D now, which is kind of cool. So it's good. I would say that this is a nice announcement. And you got Lugo over there. So yeah, this is great. Exactly what I wanted. I know that the Switch has some is touchscreen challenged when you're in screen mode. So you have to, you know, if you're going to do touchscreen, you have to be in portable mode. I think they should release a stylus or have a stylus come with it. And that would make life easier. It seems like they're kind of also trying to make things easier with the circular menus, the radial menus. So, great. You know, Joy-Con cursor mode could be good too. So whatever happens, though, I'm really excited. It's in June. It's not even that far off. So that's my favorite announcement. And should be good. Should be good. Someone said, get mad, Vinny. You want me to validate your opinion, don't you? The truth is, I'm not mad. I actually liked a lot of the direct. So let's move on, because there's a lot more to it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance didn't really do anything for me. Box Girl and Box Boy, that's cool, whatever, I don't know. Smash Ultimate update, we didn't really see too much about that. It's just there will be an update. And it's going to be in April. There's like a new thing. So update exists is what we got. And then fucking Captain Toad got DLC before Mario Party, which desperately needed DLC. The fuck is this? So, I mean, I liked Captain Toad on the Wii U. I don't have it on the Switch. I don't really want it. So they're doing a co-op mode. They're doing more levels. It's a good game. but I just don't get why they're doing DLC for that when Mario Party and Mario Odyssey didn't get any. So now I'm mad. Okay, I got you. That chat member that wanted me to get mad, you did it. I got you. I got you covered. But in reality, I don't mind. It's just Toad game. It's fine. But I'm not gonna get it. I think Bloodstained looks great. There's been some discussion over whether or not this is gonna deliver. I think it looks pretty good in motion, and I'm happy they took the extra time for development. So it's nice to see the game. The customization stuff was weird. You can make your character like Ralph Bluton or green. But, and also, can I just say, Jeeble is such a weak name for an ultimate demonic lord. Dracula. 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 Sounds so good, but Jeeble. I don't know, it needs more syllables. It needs more, like, hard consonants. Like, Coculok. Anyway. It looks good. I don't know if this is going to be a 10 out of 10. Might not even be a 9 out of 10. But for someone who, you know, obviously loves Castlevania and the DS ones and Symphony of the Night in particular, I think this is going to be cool. But this isn't a Nintendo exclusive thing. Then you have Dragon Quest Builders, which looked surprisingly good. I was always tempted to pick up the first one. I might skip the first one and go straight to the second one and see what it's all about. It's a little too Minecraft-y for me, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because I like Minecraft. I liked it. I haven't played it in like 10 years. Well, 5 years. But there's something about this kind of seems nice. There's a first-person mode. You can... It's got like this map thing I like. So, it looks alright. Will I buy it? I'd say maybe. I'd say maybe. So far, I'm not really disappointed. The Dragon Quest... Which one is this? 11? It's a definitive edition, so there's a port. But if it wasn't like a 70-hour-long game, I might have been interested. I just don't have the time for that. Unless it's Cowboys, you know. But again, this is another port. It's a definitive edition, sure, but it's good. Some people get pissed off with ports on the Switch, and I just ignore the ones I don't want. And it's just more games for people that don't have the other systems or, you know, the PC capabilities. So far, the Direct is going okay, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, we got a Smash update. We don't know anything about it. Got some ports, some Toad DLC, Mario Maker. So far, I'm watching this DLC, this Direct, and I'm thinking to myself, that's cool, where's Animal Crossing? Now, spoilers for anyone who continued watching the Direct, we didn't get Animal Crossing. I'd say the people that give this like a 4 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10 as a Direct, if they had shown a minute or two of Animal Crossing, that would have been like 6 or 7 or more for some people. So I do believe that the reason I've seen the sentiment so far upon very quick scan that this Direct wasn't good is because they didn't show Animal Crossing. Or that's part of it, at least. I was disappointed, too. So I'm going to continue being patient and hope we get Animal Crossing in another Direct or soon, because I really want that game, like, badly. And I now do feel, even after this Direct, I still feel like the spring lineup is a little bit... Spring and summer has got some cool games in it for the Switch, but it's a little lacking. So... you know, the rumors of spring Animal Crossing would have been really nice. So anyway, I don't know what Tsum Tsum is. I looked at it, I checked out mentally, and I felt my spirit leaving my body. And then Mr. Koizumi showed me this. So Star Fox, a DLC for Starlink. You know, I like the game. I can't see myself returning to it. You know, you get to play as Falco. It's not Star Fox. For anyone who hasn't played the game, this is not a Star Fox game. This is a different thing. It's a pretty good combat fighter in space, and I feel like it's something. And as much as I enjoyed Starlink for the first 10 hours I played it or so, I don't see myself dipping into the DLC for this. So, yeah, it's kind of cool that they're, you know, bringing the other pilots in, and Pigmar is there, and Dengmar, and all the other, the Wolf squad. There they are, look at them. I am the Great Leon! So yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. I'm probably gonna pass. I don't know what this is. This is Rune Factory. So they announced Rune Factory 5. I have one Rune Factory. I put a couple hours in it, like 8 or 9 hours, and it's not for me. This is not a series for me. You know, it's Harvest Moon with combat, and this is a port. But 5 is making people happy. So that's cool. Harvest Moon Doraemon. Oh, that's Japan stream only. But I don't know what this is. I looked at it, and it was one of those things where I just said, "Oh, okay, it's a game that looks like this. You know, it's a living world. I don't really know what this is. It didn't win me over. I didn't walk away with a huge impression from it. It's an action RPG at least, which is better than like, yeah, it looks like it's got some fluid combat. The name, what is this name? The name of this game? Oninaki? Isn't that the race of alien giants that live on Planet X that made us mine gold for them? Or is that the Flat Earth thing? Never mind. Anyway, Oninaki. Yeah, it's what it is. You can probably watch that and know right away if you're gonna buy it. And I won't be. Okay, so Yoshi. We talked about Yoshi. I'm gonna be playing the demo. I like this. This game looks great. I've been very excited for this game, and the previous Yoshi game was, as I've always said, is great. So let's hope this delivers. It looks good. I like the little box element where you get to wear little pieces of box or whatever, and you got, you know, the car and the planes. It's cute. It's nice, and this is going to be a big part of Nintendo's spring. Like I said, they don't have a ton of spring stuff, but Yoshi's the big one. And yeah, you see the costumes, little cartons and stuff. So yeah, Yoshi, good. Fire Emblem, I don't... Okay. Okay. It's Hogwarts, with Fire Emblem. There's a lot in this trailer. They talk about Fire Emblem for a little while, and you mostly know this if you watch my streams. I only have played Awakening from start to finish, and twice at that. Good game. I don't think I'm interested in this. The cutscenes look nice. You know, the characters are Fire Emblem. You have the houses and the school aspect. Here's the turn-based combat. It looks like Fire Emblem. And so that's good for people who really love Fire Emblem. It's probably not going to it's not going to be something. You know what? Here's the thing. Maybe this will be the worst possible thing I can say about this, because they're trying different things, but I'm going to say it. Here's how I honestly and earnestly felt. A little overwhelmed. While I was watching this trailer, I thought to myself, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's the tutoring stuff. There's menus. There's, you know, there's a real-time combat aspect. There's a lot of different things that you can do in this game, and it's all with the school and learning angle. And as someone who is not a Fire Emblem fanatic, there's this. What's this? I don't know what the hell's going on, and it just kind of overwhelmed me a little bit. I'm sure I'm just some dumbass. I am. Well, I know I am. Listen, I'm a dummy. But the point is, for me, I think I'm probably not going to get this. So let's leave it at that. That said, it doesn't look like a bad game, and it looks nice visually, and it looks like Fire Emblem, but I just don't have the, it didn't do anything for me. I did like that Plague Doctor, though, and Palutena seems to be in the game, or Palutena's sister. So, alright, anyway, so, you know, Fire Emblem, it's there. There wasn't 20 minutes of Fire Emblem. There was 5 minutes. So that's good. It wasn't just a huge Fire Emblem Direct. Mr. Koizumi then introduced Tetris Battle Royale. What a time to be alive. I saw an image of the Grim Reaper coming for all the Battle Royale games, and the Grim Reaper was Tetris 99. I'm going to be playing this after this discussion. It's a really strange concept, and people seem to like it. I don't think very much about Tetris these days. However, I'd be lying if I said the idea didn't intrigue me. I'm going to try it. I'm going to play it. Let's see what the fuck it is. Also, can I say, there is a lot of, you know, announcements of, like, available today, available now. And I like that. I like when there's a direct and there's a couple things available after the direct, whether it be a demo or a game like Tetris or Final Fantasy IX. We're getting to that in a moment. It's nice. So I like when they do that.
Look forward to battling it out in upcoming online events.
So Dead by Daylight, I don't have much of a dog in this race. It's one of those run away from the monster games. I think I played it. It looks crusty. I mean, the Switch is trying its best, bless it, but frames. Yeah, no thanks. What's this game? I haven't heard of that game. Oh, look, dogs. So Deltarune's available, and it's there for free. That's cool. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people very happy about that. So I hope you enjoy it. Then there's this Daemon Ex Machina game, which is available. And it's in demo form, and I'm going to play it as well. Well, not demo form, it's in prototype form. I think this is one of those cases where they're like, hey, did we fuck up? If so, tell us what we can do better. So that's cool. I like that idea. I don't really like mech games that much. Like, I enjoyed a couple back in the day. This isn't something that I saw when it was first revealed and thought, oh my god, yes. However, I'll check it out briefly and see, you know, if I like it. I do believe that the idea is nice to release a prototype, so that's cool. Then we have racing game. I don't know, is this any good?
From the prestigious circuit of Spa-Francorchamps to the narrow city streets of Barcelona. All DLC is included with 100 cars.
Also, I had downloaded the video at 720, and you know, that's why some of the games look extra crusty on the stream. So it's going from YouTube to 720 to download to my streaming program back out through Twitch. A lot of people are saying they don't care. That's fine. I don't care either. But the game has 78 on Metacritic. It's a racing game. It looks real. You know, that's what it looks. The frame rates. What's up with those though? I don't know. Essentially, what I want to say about games that I have zero interest in is it's real easy to say, like, oh, this is bullshit, this direct sucks. Well, maybe some people like that. Maybe that made some people's day, that they're getting a game like that on Switch. So, speaking of zero interest, I don't know what this is, and didn't really win me over. They said it's amazing. That's what the dude told me. The translator told me it was amazing. Hellblade. So apparently it's really good.
The Nintendo Switch lineup just keeps getting stronger.
It has an 88% on Metacritic,
Kombat 11 proves the saga 25
if that means anything to you.
is far from
So then here's the sizzle reel of ports and stuff. Mortal Kombat 11 it's probably going to be the, you know, the crustiest looking version,
fresh new
but at least it's happening. Here's a game. You know, I know this is a good one.
control both Yarnies on your
By the way, I'll be buying Mortal Kombat 11. I'm going to get it, but I'm probably going to get the PC version.
Travel 2 comes to Nintendo Switch.
And I'm excited for it in some ways. Not, you know, Mortal Kombat's not my favorite, but it's, look at the,
Creed 3 remastered with revamped gameplay and features
is it just me? When I watch this, I thought to myself,
set in the American Revolution. Explore what
couldn't they optimize this a little bit better?
as you fight for freedom and
Vinny, there isn't a PC version.
rise of a nation.
Oh, really? They're not doing a Mortal Kombat PC?
Content, plus
Oh,
the
fuck.
entire standalone game, Assassin's Creed.
All right, I have a question for the chat. What system did this originally come out on? PS3? Is the Switch not a little bit more powerful than the PS3?
Liberation Remastered.
And does Ubisoft not have the resources to put themselves into a position of, like, we can make this game look really good? Vinny, that guy lied to you. Mortal Kombat 11 is on PC. Why you lie? Oh, they don't want me to. The person does not want me to get the PC version, so they lied and said it didn't exist. I get it. All right, cool. Anyway, very crusty.
Together,
I don't have any Assassin's Creed interest to begin with, but there it is.
better open your calendars. We're excited to announce that Final Fantasy VII will find its new home on Nintendo Switch.
So this is kind of a historic thing in some ways,
Also announced that Chocobo
but it's hard for me to be excited about Final Fantasy VII on the Switch. It's portable. There you go. So that you have that. The problem is that with the machine learning backgrounds that we've discussed in the past, where we can now upscale the backgrounds of the games and make them look like really decent, I just can't see myself buying Final Fantasy on
Every
Switch.
Bug will release on March 20th.
Chocobo game.
To announce that Final Fantasy IX will journey onto Nintendo Switch later today.
Well,
Once a
that's,
classic,
you know,
always a classic.
there you go. Final Fantasy IX. What can I say? It's Final Fantasy IX on the Switch, and it's available for $21. For what's Final Fantasy VIII? What is that? I don't know what that is. Here's the thing. I want to show you guys the name. I can't remember the name of the dude that's doing the Final Fantasy IX stuff. Does anyone know what their name is so I can go to their page and... No, it's not Jim. Z-Pilot, thank you. For anyone who hasn't been watching my streams a lot, I'd like to just show you what is possible with Final Fantasy IX at the moment. And I will be streaming Final Fantasy IX because it's one of my favorite games, but I won't be streaming the Switch version. All right. Now, the version that you're getting on Steam is, I believe, or sorry, on Switch is the Steam version. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Steam version. This is the PlayStation version. And this is the machine learning upscaled version with a little bit of manual tuning. And this is the mod for the Steam version on PC. I know. Now, they lost the backgrounds for Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. They can't, you know, they can't upgrade it any further. Now, something seems a little off with the quality here. I don't know what's going on with them, but that's what they have on their Twitter, and so that's what I wanted to show you. But it's incredible, really. Here, one more. So I don't want to discourage you from getting Final Fantasy IX because it's really it's worth it no matter where you can get it. But here's the earlier version. There you go. So that's what the upscaling can do with machine learning. So it's really hard to be excited about these re-releases knowing that it's going to look a little bit better. And again, you know, the game isn't exactly about this. It's not exactly about the backgrounds being like crisp. It's just a great story, great music. It's a good game, and it's got Vivi in it. But it kind of takes the piss out of the announcement. So, also Square, $21.
Well, we have a bit more to share in this Nintendo Direct. Please stay with us until the end. Let's take a look, shall we?
Okay, so this was the biggest surprise of the Direct for me. Some of you know that I think Bayonetta 2 is probably like one of the best action games I've ever played. And Platinum, the games I've played from Platinum, I haven't played all of them, but the games I have played from Platinum, I've really enjoyed. And this seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. It feels like Bayonetta mixed with Vanquish. And it's got its own unique weirdness. So I'm very interested in this. Yeah, it just looks like a lot of fun. And again, it's mainly my interest in Bayonetta piques me. That wasn't a sentence. My interest in Bayonetta has opened the door for a game like this. There you go. So you get to have a police dog. And you know, the city kind of looks a little bit like a movie I like. So probably will buy this, I think. You're the terrorist here!
You don't understand. My heart goes out to you too.
Yeah.
Because of how you were born. Doomed to be
So, looks good. Then, of course, there's Bayonetta 3, which we didn't see very much of. But they said that it's being worked on. I was half expecting an announcement at the end of the Direct, where the dude, you know, Koizumi was like, listen, we're here to tell you that 2 games are not meeting our standards, which is why we've decided to delay them and give them to Retro Studios. Those games, Bayonetta 3 and Animal Crossing. You know, part of me was just like, really? I was like, oh, there's only a minute or 2 left of this Direct. They're just gonna tell me, sorry, we fucked up.
2 characters were fighting together during battle, didn't it? I hope you're excited to learn more about how combat will play out in this game.
Someone said, but we did get Animal Crossing, and this is the image they linked.
And speaking of Platinum games,
Mental.
I'm sure you're very curious about Bayonetta 3. Rest assured, the developers of
okay,
Bayonetta
so
3 are
I have a complicated thing to tell you about this next game.
Our next title will be the last announcement of the day. Please check it out.
Okay. Now, I'm at band practice. I know a Direct's happening, and I'm trying to focus on the music, but then I think to myself, let me just check and see what's going on. And that's when I saw it. And I was like, I was like, guys, Link's Awakening. I said, Link's Awakening is coming back. Now, this was a rumor for a little while, and people were talking about a potential 2D Zelda. And, anyway, they did a really nice job with this, with the, animation. And I'm sitting there excited, and then I hear the music, and I'm like, oh, it's a recorder. It's cute though. I don't mind it. Now I'm okay with it. It's just And then we see it. And it became Zelda all over again. And I can explain that. I have a complicated feeling about this. Because I think it's very cute. And I like it. But while I was watching it live, I was like, oh.
So, at long
So that was the last announcement, but it looks like, you know, they're keeping it really faithful. Like I saw some one-to-one comparisons of the Game Boy game and this, and they're keeping the map and like even the location of the bushes really similar. Now, I know opinions run high. And for some folk I see in the chat, for example, and across the internet, where they objectively know that this game looks bad. It doesn't. I don't think it looks bad. But you know, I do have a complicated. When I first saw, I'm struggling. I'm struggling here because it's very cute, and I guess this isn't what I wanted. And you know, me being entitled Nintendo fan number 1,457,000, I feel like part of me wanted more like the animation that they showed, and like the booklet link, where, you know, maybe not too much darker. I felt like Link Between Worlds struck a pretty okay balance. This is just straight up cute. And kind of silly. So, you know, it's also the game itself, it's a kind of a dark game at times. I just streamed it a year ago, I think, right? And I loved it. I haven't played it in a while before that. And it's still a great game, but the thing about it is, I guess it is kind of at times like kind of a silly game. I don't know. I'm gonna buy it day one because I love Link's Awakening and I do like the way it looks to a large degree. But do you remember when Wind Waker was announced and people were really upset and they called it Zelda and they were like, oh, it's not realistic? I feel like this is similar to that. It brings me back to that time. But I also feel like way more people actually like this than they liked Zelda at first, quote unquote. And then Wind Waker ended up becoming one of the top, like, most revered, nostalgic for Zelda games. So that's my thought. Yes, Goombas are in Wind Waker, are in this game. And the textures look nice. Once I watched it a couple times and I you know, kind of put myself in the mindset of why would they go with this style, it started making sense. So it's divisive. I get that. I'm not here to tell you, you know what? I know some people like to use streamers and YouTubers for confirmation bias. They want to know that their person they enjoy shares their opinion. I'm not giving that shit to you. I'm not going to agree one way or another. You know what? I can neither confirm nor deny that I like this art style. Fuck that. But I'm going to buy it. Maybe it's too late. God damn it, I already said too much. Fuck. Alright, well, again, my initial reaction was not of amazement. I just was a little bit like, ah, damn. But now I'm okay with it, more or less. But here's the thing. I feel like this started out as a 3DS title. And I think they, you know, it took a while, and then they upscaled it to the Switch, and they, you know, redid the assets. There's a rumor about this game for what, going back a year and a half, 2 years? But they're doing the, that blur effect. It kind of looks like you're looking down at like a toy set. And I give them credit for going with an art style like this. You know, it's something. It's definitely, it's stylistically bold, as George Lucas would say. Little 3D dot game heroes, depth of field, tilt shift. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, tilt shift. Vinny, it's Zelda. You'll play it. I said that. Yes, I will play it. Absolutely. So any little disappointment I may have with this, I'm sure once I get into it and it's Link's Awakening all over again, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Part of me, if you told me that there was going to be a new 2D top-down Zelda game, not 2D, but you know what I mean, I would have probably said, let's get a brand new adventure. I like Link's Awakening, but I guess I kind of wanted something new. Link Between Worlds was a really nice happy medium. You had a new adventure, new dungeons, but you had the old Hyrule. This is a very, very, so far from what it seems, you know, by the numbers, by the books, Link's Awakening remake. And this is a game I've played, you know, dozens of times throughout my life. And the fact that I've played the original title within the year doesn't help exactly. So, essentially what I'm trying to say is there is still a bit of a complicated relationship that I have with this reveal. But overall, I'm still happy. And while this didn't blow me away the same way maybe a brand new adventure would have, it's something that I can look forward to. I know I'm very non-committal about this, but it's genuinely how I feel. So yeah. Vinny, do you think it'll be full price? Ooh. What would you guys pay full price for this? $60? That's a complicated one too. The worst the worst diss I've seen of this is that it looks like a mobile game. Mobile games don't look this good. I get what they're trying to say, but I don't think some people are going to pay $60 for this. Someone said 3DS price. I would love if this game was $40 or, you know, $35, but I don't know, something tells me it's going to end up being full price. So, that's the Direct. My overall ranking of this Direct, not in numbers, but in sounds of a garbage man from New York City, I'd give this an O out of O. It was good. It was a good Direct for Mario Maker. It was a good Direct for the Yoshi reveal that it's, you know, demo. There's a demo. It's, you know, a couple other little things, some ports, Final Fantasy IX. Astral Chain was a really nice one. Zelda was a really nice reveal. So yeah, there's a couple good things. I think, though, as I said yesterday, the one thing that will definitely happen with this Direct, and every Direct, is that no matter what, there will be a contingent of people that will be disappointed. Now, let me just talk really quickly about what we didn't get. And the problem with that is we didn't get these things because they may not exist. But yesterday I talked about how great it would be if they said that their online subscription service was now doing Super Nintendo games, because there was that leak, there was the code. That would have been the icing on the cake. So that didn't happen. Metroid Prime Trilogy, I didn't expect that. I didn't even expect Animal Crossing, to be honest. I was, if anything, I thought they would just show a title again. You know, no Pokemon, no Luigi's Mansion. I didn't expect Pokemon, to be honest, but Luigi's Mansion I expected a little bit of, or maybe at least some kind of, maybe it's too soon for that. E3 would probably be better for that. So, you know, there's a number of titles that just didn't happen. I was hoping the Seiken Densetsu collection would be brought over. People talked about Mother 3 because of the 30th anniversary of the series. You know, come on. It's like, really? At this point, it doesn't feel like they're going to bring that game over. you know, that's the kind of stuff that maybe would have improved the Direct a bit. And it wasn't there. So whatever. We're going to have to live with that. Overall, I have a couple things to look forward to. I don't feel like my life has changed very much since yesterday. And nor do I feel depressed. I don't feel like anyone kicked me in the balls. So that's good. And thus, the Direct existed. And it was, whoa! Oh, I was also hoping for, one more thing I wanted to mention was, you know, if we're talking about Wii U ports, just because the system sold so fucking poorly, not even for me, but for other people, Pikmin or a Pikmin collection, it's not something that would have made the Direct or broke the Direct, but it would have been nice. Pikmin 3 or Pikmin 2 or something like that. I think that would have been really cool. Or an NES remix or SNES remix. That was another cool series from the Wii U that we haven't seen on Switch. So, oh, and of course, the final thing is still we don't know what the fuck Retro has been working on. One of my predictions yesterday was we're going to find out because they've been given Metroid, and they're probably almost done with this game, whatever this mystery game is. Still no word, still no sign of it. Whether it be the fabled Star Fox racing game or some kind of Donkey Kong or some other IP, I don't know. You know, but a couple things missing. So, yeah, a couple glaring omissions in my opinion, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. Curious to see what happens with Smash. We didn't get a Smash character reveal like I thought we would. And I'm looking forward to whatever the spring update is with Joker, I would imagine, and some other stuff. Maybe there's some rumors about a stage creator because of a particularly blurry screenshot or something. I don't know. Whatever the case is, it's more Smash. I don't feel upset. We just got Piranha Plant, so that's all good. So that's my thoughts. Sorry I couldn't do a live reaction. But that is the Nintendo Direct. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that so many people want to hear my reactions to this. You have no idea how much that means to me. I couldn't believe how many people were tweeting at me, Vinny, where are you? Vinny, you know, why come? Please do the Nintendo Direct. That means the world to me. Thank you guys. I really I'm glad that that's something that you enjoy or you want to hear my thoughts about these things. I do my best. I do my best. Someone just said, Vinny, I just joined. Could you repeat everything, please? Sure. Okay, so Mario Maker 2 is really, really cool. Take a look. Best part of the Direct, slopes. So, you know, look at all that stuff. There's so many things that you can do. Wow. Wow. Vinny, the Direct only went downhill after the slopes. Someone just said. I hate you. Vinny, what girth score would you give this Direct? I'd give it, its girth was alright. It's a Super Paper Mario thing, everybody. Don't think about it too hard. Okay, so now thank you for watching this. We're going to play some video games now.